Meghna Pant, she's an author, she's a journalist as well. She's joining us on this broadcast. Dr. Geeta Bhatt, who's an academician, is also joining us, and very shortly we'll be joined by Manvi Taneja. She's an actor. I want to start this broadcast straight up with Meghna Pant, who's an author. Meghna, appreciate you taking the time out this afternoon and joining us. How do you respond to a comment from none other than the Chief Minister and a newly appointed one while added from Uttarakhand, making statements of this nature? Whether a woman wears ripped jeans or does not wear, wears or does not wear, how does it matter?
It absolutely doesn't. I think it's about time actually that these so-called custodians of Indian culture and their army of these self-righteous, sanskari fashion police, they realize that their gaze is what really needs to change. Wearing mini skirts or wearing ripped jeans is not going to harm our culture. What's going to harm our culture is defending, this male sexual aggression that has become so pervasive, because of which a woman is raped every 13 minutes in our country. And then you're putting that blame on women's clothing instead of addressing how to change the sons of our soil. I think that's what needs to change. I want to say that if you're a man, it's none of your business what a woman is wearing.
True.
Wherever she is, whether she's at office, whether she's at home, whether she's in the public space. So the next time you see women, at public spaces, occupying their thing and building their careers, running NGOs, being mothers to 2 children, please swallow your opinion, because your opinion is just fueling the kind of aggression that we've seen in India, especially against female bodies. That is what needs to change right now, and not what people think about what women are wearing.
Absolutely. Very well said, Meghna. Dr. Geeta Bhatt is also here. And, while I'm an anchor on this show, I'm also a woman, and I resonate with everything that Meghna has just mentioned. Somewhere, Dr. Geeta Bhatt, don't you think this is not an issue about covering up your knees? It is more about going ahead and telling women you should wear this, you can do this, and you cannot do that. Don't you think somewhere underlying this is what is coming across from making these statements of this nature?
No, you see, definitely in a democracy and, an open democracy, functional democracy like India, every woman has a right to wear what she wishes to wear and conduct herself the way she wants to. While this particular issue is in a way, the way it is being presented is something which needs to be looked at from the perspective that when we go in a society, when we are professionals or we are working in a particular organization, then there is a particular way in which we conduct ourselves or present ourselves, and at times it is definitely we are also role models to people. Like in universities, a teacher can go around wearing anything. There is no particular dress code, and no one is going to stop him or her. Someone may just go walk in any kind of hippie clothes also. But yes, definitely, explicitly and implicitly, your students, when they look up to you and as role models. So the way you conduct yourself, the way you present yourself, definitely has an
but Ms. Bhatt, with all due respect, and I want to bring in Meghna here. Meghna, does wearing tattered jeans, whether it is a professor, whether it is me as a journalist, whether it is you as an author, make us any less of professionals than what we are? Don't you think somewhere anybody in a profession or a business commands respect instead of demanding respect, and you're saying that, okay, you dress a certain way and that's when you'll end up commanding respect in society? Is that just a skewed mindset that we've been living with for many years in India?
Unfortunately it is. When I started off my journey as a author, I was told कि इतने Western clothes मत पहनो, छोटे कपड़े मत पहनो, because you will not be taken seriously. There are even, sort of diktats given to authors, especially women authors, that don't smile when you're taking a photo, because people will not buy your books, they'll not take you seriously. So, I'm so fed up of this whole mentality, especially in our country, that if you look a certain way or dress a certain way, then you can't be an intelligent or smart person. Short clothes or ripped jeans are not going to lead to sexual assault. It is the dirty, misogynistic mindset, the mentality that women have to be objectified, their body parts have to be objectified. That is what we need to repair, this fractured mentality, this, sanskari fashion police that I mentioned earlier, who are criticizing women for polluting innocent and gullible male minds. These are the minds that rape, and it is not the clothes that need to change. It's the mentality that needs to change, because it's not the woman inside the clothes. It's not the clothes that are the problem. It's the woman inside the clothes that are the problem for these corrupt minds. So I think it's a dirty mind that will find even a fully covered body provocative.
Absolutely.
So again, the male gaze is what we need to address. Instead of creeping around and judging women, please change your mentality.
Or any gaze for that matter, any human being's gaze for that matter, you know, Meghna,
Yes.
and you're absolutely right on that one. I just want to bring in Dr. Geeta Bhatt once again. While Manvi is with us, I want to just bring in Dr. Geeta Bhatt. Dr. Geeta Bhatt, you just made a pertinent point about how you need to conduct yourself with a certain level of decorum, and you need to come across slightly more professional when you are a professional. You cited the examples of professors saying that you can't just trot in wearing whatever you want. All said and done, this is not a debate about what a woman needs to wear in her professional attire. This is more about a sitting chief minister making a statement, disparagingly so, with a misogynistic mindset, and judging the sanskar and morality of a woman who's wearing tattered jeans. And honestly speaking, and frankly speaking, this is her choice.
No, you see, I was hearing, what Jaya Prada ji had just, commented on this, and also I couldn't hear it properly, but I think there was some Congress spokesperson who was also speaking. I wonder if Jaya Prada ji, when Mulayam Singh ji, what he spoke, that ladko se galtiyan ho jati hai regarding when a rape case had happened. I wonder when she accepted the Rajya Sabha seat, considering from Samajwadi Party, whether she ever had thought about the kind of a comment he had made. So the kind of, when you're talking about, targeting the human rights and the fundamental rights of women is something that is definitely objectionable. Now here, you see, each individual has a different perspective. We all have our own way of looking at things, and in Indian tradition and culture, wearing something which is torn is considered very inauspicious. It's shubh nahi mante. Even my parents, if they would object that why is it that you are going in torn clothes out. So there are many people who are very deep-rooted in
But how does it matter? We've seen so many women who are these days donning saris with their blouses which have a lot of beautiful cuts on them as well. It's her individuality. It's a woman who wants to wear what she wants to wear. Where does the question of auspicious and inauspicious, with all due respect, Dr. Bhatt, comes in this?
And ma'am, can I quickly add, what about what men are wearing then? Why are we never addressing that?
Absolutely. Very well said. Meghna Pant going on to say, why aren't we then questioning what the men are wearing? We've seen men wearing tattered jeans all the time. We're not questioning about the men who are wearing tattered jeans. Why is it you have to target a woman who is wearing tattered jeans?
Exactly. Why is that never called into question?
And I'd like to know from you, Dr. Bhatt, first as a woman and then as an academician.
Can you please repeat it, because the audio is not very clear?
Two questions here. One is about the fact that you said it's auspicious or inauspicious, but even Indian clothes, if you're talking about traditional attire, whether it is saris or it is lehengas, whether it is salwar kameezes, there are so many beautiful cuts that a lot of women wear. A lot of women like to bare their skin. That's what their individuality. They wear it with pride. They want to wear what they want to wear, and they are unapologetic about it. And society perhaps at some point needs to have that mental makeup to let them be. And here, what Meghna is saying is that the chief minister goes on to question a woman who's wearing tattered jeans, but never as society we've questioned the men who are doing the same.
No, you see, it is, when we are talking in terms of tattered clothes, it stands true, but whether it is for men or whether it is for women. But you see, one also needs to look at it with this perspective that when we are talking, it is not about showing up the body. I mean, even in a sari is an Indian dress. But in a sari also, it is not that your body is completely covered, and no one objects to anyone wearing a sari. The question is not about it and the clothes. You see, your modernity in mind, it does not relate to modernity in clothes. I mean, there is no correlation between the two things.
And hence,
being Western does not mean modern.
all the more reason we let these women be who want to wear what they want to wear. I want to quickly bring in Manvi Taneja. Manvi, what is your take in the middle of all of this? I have a couple of questions. What Meghna just said was very true. We are always questioning women with their short skirts, the length of their skirts, the length of their dresses, the length of their blouses, the jeans, whether they are tattered or not. But never have we questioned men.
See, according to me, I'm a Meghna model. According to me, you can wear anything what you feel like, but yes, it totally depends upon your profession also, that what profession you are into. Here, if you talk about Rawatji, what he said that, yes, the woman, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Hello?
I can. Go ahead.
Yeah. She was wearing a ripped jeans and she's running an NGO. You just see his point of view that if you're running an NGO, you need to face many people like old age home people and their kids also. You need to look after the society. And if I compare
but
it
with...
We're
not going to stop that, right?
No, see. Let me just complete.
I want to bring in Meghna Pant. Very good point. Meghna, go on.
See, you
one second, Manvi, let Meghna come. No, this is not that channel where we do this. Hold on. I'm the anchor. I will decide who goes next. Meghna, kindly go ahead.
All I'm saying is clothes do not decide the ability of the person of whatever gender, right?
But
so if she's wearing ripped jeans and going to an NGO,
hold on,
that's not going to take away from
Meghna
her work performance.
Go ahead, Meghna.
It's not going to affect her work performance, her ability, her degrees, her passion, whether she's wearing ripped jeans or whether she's in a sari or whether she's covered from head to toe. How does that define the woman's ability or the man's entitlement to pass comments on what the woman is wearing?
Where I'm going, what I'm heading to, and then only I can decide what I need to wear. So if I'm going to a religious place like Mandir or Masjid, I cannot wear a ripped jeans or I cannot wear a shorts and go. So similarly, she's running an NGO. She needs to take care. She needs to maintain a decorum and she needs to follow what a protocol is. There has to be a
All right. Manvi, you've made your point. Manvi, you've made your point. Hold on. Manvi, you've made your point. Meghna, she's going on to say that, well, every place has a certain protocol or a decorum of what one needs to wear. That's the point that Manvi is basically trying to drive home. How do you respond to Manvi? Because there were some very interesting arguments that you had on the table.
First of all, what you're wearing does not take away from your ability at work. Secondly, she was in an aeroplane. She was not at her workplace. And even if she's wearing ripped jeans at her NGO, it does not take away from the kind of work output that she's going to have. It's not going to take away from her work performance. Getting a bit tired.
Let her finish, please. Manvi, I request you to let Meghna finish. We have very little time. We have very little time left on the broadcast. Please let Meghna finish. Go on, Meghna.
Ma'am, we've heard people like Abu Azmi say that, scantily clad women attract male attention. The reason we need to stop this level of discourse is because what you're doing is when you're normalizing this kind of conversation, ma'am, you are justifying the fact that women should be attacked on the basis of what they're wearing. This is what the problem is. People in power,
not
people,
at all.
Opinion makers.
See where you're wearing and what you're wearing and what profession you are into. I am a bikini model. I wear bikini, but I cannot go to a market and wear a bikini and go to a market.
I think there are some great arguments both of you all are bringing to the table. But Meghna is trying to make a very specific point here. Meghna is trying to say it does not make her less of a professional if she's wearing what she chooses to wear. Today, every human being in this country needs to have the choice to be able to wear what he or she wants. And a comment coming in from the Chief Minister of Uttarakhand, we've seen how netizens have gone and ripped apart that particular comment, slammed this mindset, slammed this kind of patriarchy. I thank you very, very much, Meghna Pant, Manvi, Dr. Geeta Bhatt, for joining us on this broadcast.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.